What if your phone already knows what you'll buy, who you'll date, even what you'll fear before you do? Think about it. You mention a trip once in passing, and suddenly flights, hotels, and vacation packages flood your screen. You start typing a message, and your keyboard eerily finishes the sentence sometimes with words you hadn't even admitted to yourself. An ad for something you swear you only thought about quietly shows up within hours, as if the device in your pocket had been eavesdropping on your mind. Is it coincidence, clever programming, or something far stranger? The unsettling truth is that your smartphone may already understand your choices more intimately than you've ever dared to confront yourself. We often think of smartphones as tools, devices we use to connect, search, or scroll. But what if they are more like mirrors, reflecting not just our habits, but the hidden layers of our psychology? Every tap pauses, and hesitation leaves a trace. Collectively, those traces form a portrait that is sometimes clearer than the one we hold of ourselves. This isn't just about privacy or the idea that companies know your favorite shoes or music. It's about something deeper, how your digital footprint exposes your unconscious desires, insecurities, and fears. Predictive algorithms don't only observe you, they anticipate you, mapping the patterns of your choices before you're even aware of making them. That is why this conversation is far scarier than simple surveillance. Surveillance watches you, but predictive technology knows you. In the next few minutes, we'll unravel how your smartphone gathers data far beyond what you intend to share, how artificial intelligence deciphers your behavior, and why these insights push into the most personal corners of your mind. Because the unsettling reality is this: you may not fully understand yourself, but your smartphone, quietly, invisibly, already does, and it's waiting to use that knowledge. Every time you pick up your phone, you leave behind an invisible trail. A swipe to the left, a pause before liking a post, even the milliseconds you hover over an image, all of it is recorded. These micro behaviors may feel meaningless, but to the systems watching, they are priceless signals. Your smartphone knows not just what you click, but what you almost clicked. It notices when you type a message and delete it before sending. It recognizes when you linger over someone's photo even if you never tap, like each small hesitation or action is logged, cataloged, and stored. Take Facebook, for example. The platform doesn't simply measure your likes or shares. It tracks how long you look at a single piece of content, what you stop scrolling for, and even what you ignore. These signals allow it to guess not only your interests, but also your mood, your doubts, and your impulses. Google's predictive search works in a similar way. The engine doesn't just complete your query. It predicts what you were going to ask based on millions of behavioral markers from people like you. The unsettling truth is that you don't need to speak for your phone to understand you. Silence, hesitation, and distraction, all are measurable. And in those tiny cracks of behavior lie the most telling parts of who you are. Your device doesn't only collect what you consciously choose to share, it extracts meaning from what you never intended to reveal. And that's where the true power and danger begins. Smartphones are eerie because they track not only what you do, but also what you don't know you're doing. The way your thumb hesitates over the screen, the speed at which you type a message, or the hours you scroll in silence, these are signals that reflect your inner state. For example, researchers have found that late-night scrolling patterns often correlate with anxiety, while slower typing speeds can indicate fatigue or even depression. These are not guesses. They are measurable psychological cues. Scientific studies have shown that algorithms can sometimes predict mental health conditions more accurately than a trained therapist, or even your closest friends. In one study, social media patterns allowed AI to flag early signs of depression weeks before a diagnosis. In another, algorithms analyzing digital behavior predicted someone's sexual orientation with higher accuracy than the people who actually knew them. What this means is chilling. Your phone is not just a tool. It has quietly become a mirror of your subconscious. It notices the late-night searches you don't remember making. It catches the anxiety of retyping words you can't quite send. Even in silence, it records a diary of your emotional state, one you never agreed to keep. And unlike a paper diary, you don't control what gets written down or who gets to read it. The predictive power of smartphones isn't theoretical. It's already shaping lives in ways that feel almost supernatural. Take the now infamous case of Target. By analyzing purchase data, The company's algorithm flagged a teenage girl as pregnant before her own family knew. Coupons for baby products began arriving in the mail, shocking her father until he discovered the prediction was correct. Or consider TikTok. Investigations have shown the app's algorithm is capable of steering vulnerable users toward dangerous content. In several cases, young people who hadn't expressed depression publicly were fed videos about self-harm within hours of subtle behavior shifts on the app. Their phones sensed pain they hadn't yet voiced and then amplified it. Even in dating, your choices are less yours than you think. Apps like Tinder or Hinge don't just wait for you to swipe, they already predict who you'll find attractive. Before your thumb moves, the system has ranked potential matches, shaping your pool of choices with eerie precision. Many users don't realize they're being nudged toward preferences they never consciously articulated. What unites these cases is a disturbing truth. Prediction isn't just about convenience, it's about influence. Your phone doesn't only know what you want, it can anticipate the moment you'll want it and, in some cases, decide for you. The line between observer and manipulator is razor thin, and as prediction grows more accurate, the question isn't whether your phone knows you, but whether it quietly guides who you become. Prediction alone might sound harmless, but the true danger lies in control. Your smartphone doesn't just know you, it actively shapes you. Every buzz, every notification, every endless scroll is engineered to keep you hooked. Dopamine loops keep you coming back, nudges make you click, and subtle design tricks stretch 5 minutes into hours. YouTube leads you down rabbit holes you never intended to enter. Instagram cycles your fear of missing out. And TikTok learns exactly how long to hold your gaze before serving the next hit. What feels like free choice is carefully guided behavior choreographed by code. And here's the chilling thought. If your phone already knows your fears, your insecurities, and your cravings, who then decides what it does with them? This is not just about privacy, it's about agency. Your phone doesn't merely record your life, it redefines it, exposing truths you may deny and bending choices you think are yours. Data often knows what we conceal from ourselves, and that creates a dangerous imbalance of power. The takeaway isn't to fear technology, but to recognize its influence. Awareness is your first defense. The question is not whether algorithms are powerful, it's whether you will reclaim enough attention to decide for yourself before your identity is fully scripted by code. The future of freedom may depend on it. Outro and re-engagement. Tonight, we explored how your smartphone doesn't just track your behavior. It reflects your subconscious, predicts your future, and may even steer your choices. The chilling truth? It may already know your soul better than you do. But perhaps the scariest part is this. It might already be making decisions on your behalf. Thank you for watching. Share your thoughts below, and if you're ready to keep questioning the unseen forces shaping your life, join us again.